show you! I'll show all of you! One of these days, I'm gonna be the
champion.
I'll surpass every last one of them who came before me! And when that day finally comes, everyone in the village will respect me at last!
All of those
Trainers.
born destined to become.
Champion.
It's not something you become just by trying.
Have you ever imagined what if Naruto became a Pokemon trainer? Well, look no further than Pokemon Bushido. Pokemon Bushido takes place in the Asia region, a region based on ancient Japan. This fan game features 3 clans that act as the sword and shield of the region. The Grass-type Komori clan, the Fire-type Nansho clan, and the Water-type Shimizu clan. These major clans are all governed by the Royal Samurai known as Ryo Masayoshi. The Royal Samurai is actually our father. In these games, to be a trainer is to serve one of the 3 major clans or serve the lesser clans. We start our journey in Chapter 1 Honor Lessons, where we are training with the Dojo Master Sukiro with our rival Akane. To graduate from Sekiro's dojo, we have to battle and beat him in a Pokemon battle. Throughout the battle, he conducts a pop quiz where he asks us questions where we must answer them correctly to get Pokemon boosts to make it easier to defeat him. I easily defeated him and headed on to Nagisa Bay to choose my starter Pokemon. In this game, the starter Pokemon are Trico, Oshawott, and Fennekin. I choose Trico as my starter Pokemon.
Tension. Ooh, that's a good name. Yeah, that's a good name.
I named it Tension and headed out on my journey. I visited my aunt in the game and got an item called the Ryo's Charm, which acts as an experience share. I then headed out to battle Akane for my first trainer battle with Trico. Here's a fun fact, I actually lost to Akane 2 times during this battle, and finally beating her in this attempt made me super happy.
Yes! I did it! Oh my god. 5 health. I have 5 health left.
After beating Akane, I encountered a Pancham in this route and I caught it, naming it Akane because it was a female Pancham. We entered a place called the G-Con Shrine where we found a Celebi. This Celebi in fact showed us a flashback of the Shogun tasking the Royal Samurai to investigate Yami Island. Yami Island is inhabited by the Akui clan, which serves as the evil team of the region. Just then, 2 Akui clan members attack us. We battle the Akui clan members where we find that they have Shadow Pokemon, a feature similarly found in Pokemon Colosseum and XD Gale of Darkness. After beating them, we get the ancient katana once owned by the Royal Samurai Ryo, also known as our father. We inform Akane about the situation, but first we need to take on the test to find out which clan we will serve.
Healed, right? Alright, I'm fucking died.
Unfortunately, we lost our final battle against Akane. We trained up Trico to evolve it into a Grovyle, and with our newfound power, we took down the test once again. Grovyle easily breezed through Kyoko, Tsuku, and Akane to finally beat the trial and win the tournament that the Shogun set out for us. While each of the trainers were being assigned to the different clans, the Akui clan busts in, corrupts a couple Pokemon, then takes it away, including Akane's Darumaka, and then runs off, which is pretty wild, not gonna lie. We are set out on a journey and Akane swears to retrieve Darumaka back, and with that we finish off Chapter 1, beginning Chapter 2, Leadership and Dishonor. Making our way out of Hagane City, we go south on our way to the next city. Entering Shizen Trail, we encounter a Toxel, and I wanted to use a Toxel, so I ended up catching it and naming it Kaneki. Making our way through the forest, we are confronted by an Akui clan member. He was pretty easy to deal with, but he did have a Shadow Crocodile, which I caught from him. We finally make it to Tsuchi village, where we want to challenge the Grass-type Komori clan leader. We make our way to the dojo keeper, and he tells us to collect 5 Tsuchi leaves so that we can challenge her. Tsuchi leaves are spread out everywhere in the village, and we have to find 5 of them. We find 1 outside the Poke Center and 1 inside the Pokemart. While looking for the 3rd Tsuchi leaf, we come across 2 Komori Kenshi talking about the bad leadership of the Komori clan leader. Upon finding out that we are there, they move out of our way and let us claim the 3rd Tsuchi leaf. After getting our 3rd leaf, we head on to collect our 4th, which was located in the village library. We meet up with Tsuku there, which we battled in the tournament back in Hagane City. and she tells us how to purify shadow Pokemon which we claim from the Akui clan. Basically, we have to lower their heart gauge to 0 and then bring them to any shrine so we can purify them into normal Pokemon again. We claim our 4th leaf and we collect the 5th leaf, which is located in the northeast of the village. We return to the dojo keeper, but he tells us that the Komori clan is out at the Tuchi shrine and we should go visit them. Upon going to the Tuchi shrine, we find out that it is infested with Akui clan members.
What are you gonna do when I pull up?
Oh my god! I just got a shiny Pokemon. I just got a shiny Pokemon.
Wait, what? What? Oh, hey, yo, stream.
The shiny odds in this game are 0.213%. I just got incredibly lucky. I named my shiny Solosis Shiny. Yes, a bit generic, but I was in the heat of the moment and just couldn't think of any other good nicknames. We confront the Komori clan members and the Komori clan leader at the Tsuchi shrine, but they hold us captive as they call upon Virizion and turn it into Shadow Virizion. The Komori clan comes and rescues us as they chase the Akui clan into the cave below. The Komori clan leader decides that the Komori clan should face the Akui clan inside the cave, while we are left with the task to defeat the Shadow Virizion. Before we battle the Shadow Virizion, we catch a Wimpod, which we name Chimera and add to the team. I take on the Shadow Virizion and take it down with my Growball with a couple Giga Drains. After that, we are led to battle the Akui clan leader Mashiro.
Howling of disrespect. I'll make you pay. Okay, Mashiro. Okay. I keep on losing.
We lost again, so we evolved Toxel into Toxtricity and took on Mashiro once again. This time, Toxtricity swept her entire team and made me realize I just had to evolve my Pokemon to progress in the game faster. The Komori clan leader finally decides to step up and support her clan as we finally gain access to battle the Komori clan at the dojo. Before that, I catch an Absol to be in my party as I need another dark type to be in the party so that Pancham can evolve into Pangoro. Wimpod also reaches level 30 and evolves into a Golisopod. We take on the Komori dojo, and while battling the trainers, Pancham hits level 32 and with a dark type in the party evolves into a Pangoro. We box Absol and take on the Komori clan leader Harumi, and she was a pretty easy fight, not gonna lie. I lead with Golisopod while she leads with her Servine. With the power of Golisopod, Toxtricity, Pangoro, and Grovyle, we easily take down her team, which was pretty funny to watch because none of my Pokemon died and her Pokemon were dying left, right, and center. Pangoro finished off the battle as we finish off our first dojo. With the battle done, our Grovyle evolves into a Sceptile, and our shiny Solosis evolves into a shiny Duosion. We gain the Solid Strike style, which allows us to break through rocks as we meet Tsuku outside the dojo. She leads us to the shrine and challenges us to a Pokemon battle. We beat her pretty easily, and with that, we complete chapter 2 and go on to chapter 3, Battle for Hanatsium. While traveling to the next village, I caught Nightwing the Gligar in Jonetsu Cave. I was trying to smash this rock, but it turns out it was an Akui clan member, particularly disguised as a rock, which was pretty hilarious. After beating the Akui clan member, right before we enter Hanatsu village, Akane challenges us to a Pokemon battle. After comfortably beating Akane, we make our way to Hanatsu village, where we overhear two clan members talking about Hanatsium ore. Hanatsium ore has the power to power up shadow Pokemon, which is really dangerous if fallen in the wrong hands. After a little bit of training, my shiny Duosion evolved into a shiny Reuniclus. The blue on Reuniclus looks really cool and really suits it. Akane and the dojo keeper get into a little argument about letting me into the dojo. So before we enter the dojo, we must collect 5 Hanatsu leaves. While finding the first leaf, we found Kyoko, who we battled at the Shogun tournament, hoping that he can get reassigned to another clan because he doesn't agree with the values of the Akui clan. We claim our first leaf as we go and get our second in the Pokemart. We overhear a clan member buying some medicine for a person called Miss Hinata. I collect the second Hanatsu leaf as I go get 2 more from the Poke Center and west of Hanatsu village. The 5th and final leaf was located north of the village nearby this house. After collecting all the leaves, I went to visit the dojo. Akane was about to let me in, but it turns out Mr. Nori, the leader of the Hanatsu clan, saw some Akui clan members at the shrine, so we are sent to aid Mr. Nori at the shrine. Mr. Nori says that he can deal with this Akui clan admin by himself, so he redirects us to the Hanatium mine so we can defend any of the Akui clan grunts that may want to steal the Hanatium ore. I meet up with Akane at the mine, and together with her help, we take down the Akui clan members to protect the Hanatium ore. We are redirected back to the shrine to help out Mr. Nori. Hotoke, the Akui clan admin, decides to shadow style corrupt the Terrakion. So again, we are redirected to the village to take down the Terrakion. Terrakion didn't pose a real threat as it was taken down by Nightwing the Gligar after a few acrobatics. We purified the Terrakion with our katana and the Terrakion fleece. The villagers of Hanatsu village thank us for our help. Not long after, Hotoke, the Akui clan admin, shows up. So does Mr. Nori, the Hanatsu clan leader. Akane shows up and Mr. Nori is adamant on taking down Hotoke by himself. Akane questions him about this, and it is revealed that Mr. Nori's mother is incredibly sick. This is why he has learned to do things by himself without help of others. But in view of the situation, he accepts our help to take down Hotoke and another clan member. With our strengths combined, we take down Hotoke and the clan member, leaving them to flee. We visit Mr. Nori's mom and get given a lucky egg, and finally can challenge him at the dojo. We challenge Nori to a Pokemon battle at the Hanatsu dojo, and using multiple team members, we manage to take him down. He gives us the water walking style of the katana, which allows us to walk on water. And with that, we proceed to chapter 4, Ice Cold Heart. We have to traverse the Kaio Sea to reach Chikyu village and finally meet Tsuku for the first time in a while. We head to the Pokemart to buy the elusive Razor Fang as we head to Fubuki Bay and finally evolve our Gligar into a Gliscor. We get to Izumi village as we meet Kayoko as she tells us about the Akui clan's plans with Cobalion. We get to Izumi village as we meet up with Kayoko once again and meet up with Kuro, who literally knocks us out of consciousness, and once we regain consciousness, he monologues about the liberation of Pokemon and how humans have enslaved them into little capsules. Just then, the leader of the Shimzu clan, Mai, shows up and blocks us from Kuro. Kuro then escapes and hides in a place called Hikari Cave. We get to Hikari Cave where we are tasked to complete 3 puzzles. These puzzles resemble Virizion, Terrakion, and Cobalion. Once we solve them, we are to challenge Kuro. This was a pretty difficult fight. He even had a Shadow Hydreigon, but thanks to my starter Sceptile, a few Giga Drains later and it went down and we defeated Kuro. We meet up with Kayoko as he tells us he's impressed that we defeat Kuro. We went back to the Izumi Shrine where Kuro has successfully corrupted Cobalion into Shadow Cobalion. The Shadow Cobalion jumps at us and initiates battle. It wasn't any real threat as our Gliscor took it down with a couple acrobatics. We then purified the Cobalion back to its original form, and we got the opportunity to challenge the Shimzu clan leader back at her dojo. As always, we have to collect 5 Izumi leaves. We found one west of the village, one south of the village near the well where we meet up with Kayoko once again. We found another one east of the village, and for the 4th one we went into the Poké Center to find out that we need the Katana of Light to get through the fog to get to Yami Island, which is the home of the Akui clan from some old ladies. We got our 4th Izumi leaf as we got our 5th one near the shrine. We entered the Shimzu dojo and challenged Mai to a Pokemon battle. Mai was definitely the most difficult Pokemon trainer in this entire game so far because of all the boosts she got at the start of this battle. For example, her Milotic got so many boosts that it took so long to kill it. We got it down to a Cloyster, which I one-shot, and Vaporeon, which I two-shot. Last but not least, this Greninja gets super mega ultimate boost, but I take it down eventually. As we exit the dojo, Kayoko wants to battle us to test our strength, and we dispatch of her pretty easily. Kayoko then redirects us to the Shogun's tower where we have to meet the Shogun. The Shogun wants us to master the Katana of Light so we can get to Yami Island, rescue our dad if he's still alive, and also defeat the Akui clan once and for all. He sends us to Jikon Shrine to meet Sukiro so he can help us master the Katana of Light just like he helped our dad. We meet up with Sukiro and he tells us we are not ready as we have not prayed at all 3 villages. So we head to Jisuchi, Hanatsu and Izumi village to pray at these shrines and then head back to Jikon shrine. Sukiro then challenges us to a battle and we defeat him pretty swiftly. After that we pray at Jikon shrine and unleash the true form of the Katana of Light. We then head to Yami Pass to clear up the purple fog as we battle some Yami clan members. Eventually we end up at Yami Island. Before we try brute forcing our way through Yami Island, Akane and Sukiro show up to help us. Similarly to the rest of the villages in the Aisho region, we have to collect 5 of a particular item. In the Tsuchi village, we collected 5 Tsuchi leaves. In the Hanatsu village, we collected 5 Hanatsu leaves. And in the Izumi village, we collected 5 Izumi leaves. Instead of collecting 5 leaves, however, in the Yami Island, we have to collect 5 Akui keys, which we do so. After getting all 5 keys, we enter the Akui clan tower, where we find out we can't go up because we need the katana style to quell the fires. So we end up going down into the basement where we find our father, the royal samurai, trapped in his cage. We also find Akane's Darumaka, which is evolved into a Darmanitan. We have to get the key to free them both, so we have to go down even further where we get ambushed by a couple Akui clan members. They take away our katana of light and run off. After a little bit of exploring, we found the guy that took away the katana and we challenged him to a fight. I quickly defeated him and regained possession of my katana as we broke the rock to get the key to free up our father and the Darmanitan. First off, we free the royal samurai, also known as my father, and as a result, he teaches us the shadow punch katana technique, which allows us to quell the black flames. We then free up Akane's Darmanitan as we escape the tower to meet Sukiro at the beaches of Yami Island. After our little reunion, we decided to head back into the tower to face the 3 admins of the Akui clan. First up was Mashiro, and her Shadow Ninetales was pretty easy to dispatch. Next up was Hotoke, and same goes to Mashiro. His Shadow Galisapa was easy to dispatch as well. Kuro was another story, however, as the Shadow Hydreigon was really difficult to deal with, but after a couple of sacrifices, the Hydreigon finally went down. We finally reached the top of the tower where we meet the leader of the Akui clan. She introduces herself as Otori and she wants to give us a little history lesson on the truth behind the Masayoshi family. She explains that before the Masayoshi family, it was the Nami family that ruled over the Aisho region. She was also part of the Nami family and worked as a servant. Despite being part of the family, she was treated really harshly and would often be noted as the shame of the family. One day, she found out that the Nami family were actually guilty of performing illegal experiments on Pokemon hearts. Because of that, the Nami family went down in power and Ryo Masayoshi, the one that outed them for doing these illegal experiments, became the hero of the region. Soon after, she became the wife of the royal samurai, and that in turn makes us our mother, which is pretty mind-blowing to find out. She then explains to us her current plan to overthrow the shogun and banish the codes of Bushido, and also she summons Shadow Lugia. If you guys are fans of Pokemon, you may recognize it from Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness. But she flees to Hagane City where the shogun resides, and we quickly meet up with Akane, Ryo, and Sukiro to form up a plan. With that, we enter Chapter 6, the final plan. We enter Hagane City where we see it is flooded by Akui clan members. We quickly have a double battle with Tsuchi with more Akui clan members, and we also see the major clan leaders fighting off the Akui clan admins. We finally make it to the top of the Shogun Tower where we have to battle Hattori and defeat her to make her come back to her senses. I initiate the Hattori battle as I lead with my Pangoro while she leads with her Shadow Lugia. It quickly puts me to sleep as she takes down my Pangoro. I switch into my Galisabot and find out it is actually Illusion Zoroark. I take down the Zoroark and the Lycanroc to get the double kill. I switch into my Sceptile as my Galisabot is weakened into the Mimikyu and quickly take it down. After a couple back and forth, it takes itself down due to Life Orb damage, but Sceptile also goes down as well. I switch in Toxtricity for the Lapras, but Lapras takes down the Toxtricity. Reuniclus gets the kill while it goes down. Our Gliscor comes in to take down the Lurantis, and now it is only the Lugia left. I max revive the Sceptile, and with a Leaf Storm, the Shadow Lugia finally goes down. With that, the Akui clan's reign of terror has come to an end. Hattori herself, however, still cannot grasp the fact that she lost, so she decides to attack us in real life. Thankfully, the Swords of Justice show up and she kinda gets into a trance where she speaks to her former self. She found out that she was actually really happy before she became the leader of the Akui clan. And with that, the credits roll and we have completed the main story of Pokemon Bushido. But before we wrap up this game, I still have one more thing which I want to do. I want to see Akane purify her Shadow Darmanitan. For that, she challenges us to a Pokemon battle which we accept. I take her down swiftly, and after that, Akane purifies her Shadow Darmanitan into a regular Darmanitan. With that, we wrap up our journey in the Aisho region. If you guys enjoyed watching the video, please leave a like and subscribe. And as always, see ya. Bye.